this game I'm playing is Brookhaven, and I'm sure you know it because it's one of the most famous games on Roblox. But today I want to test games similar to Brookhaven. I'm going to rank them all in a tier list to see which of these games is the best of all. So for that I called my friend, who's simply dancing. I don't know why he's dancing here, but now he got closer, and he said, let's go. But what happened to the city? I also don't know what happened to the city, but everything here is completely destroyed. They're rebuilding the city, but I don't know if this is going to work. And I also don't know what happened. So I want to start by testing the first game similar to Brookhaven. He said, actually they're copies of Brookhaven, but I don't think they're copies. They're just games very similar to Brookhaven. Some players call them copies, but I don't like to call them that. Now I'm coming here. But before going to the first Roblox game, I want to understand what happened to the city. Seriously, everything here is completely destroyed, and they're all building a new city here. Now even this player is coming here, and he said there was a tornado in the city. Did you forget? Wow, that's true. For those of you who don't know, there was a tornado in the city, which passed through here and destroyed everything. And now they're rebuilding the city. But guys, Brookhaven, without a doubt, deserves to stay at the highest grade. Now I'm in the first game with my friend, and from the looks of it, he just arrived here. But this is a different version of Brookhaven. He said, I'm confused. What is this? This is a copy of Brookhaven. In fact, this player is hitting my friend. So much so that he was eliminated. Okay, that was really weird. So I'm coming here to pick up my friend. He just has to get in the car. But now we're escaping up ahead because there's a battle. He said, this game has nothing to do with Brookhaven. Look, I know that. But now I'm coming up front and I just crashed into the police car. But this is a Roblox story game. This has everything Brookhaven has. This game has cars and it also has houses that you can get. But this game is like Brookhaven, only a little more realistic. He said, it's way too realistic. My friend really isn't very happy with this game, but it's because he hasn't seen yet the best thing this game has. In this game, you can escape from the police. And now even he got scared. But now I'm buying this house for $1,400 and I'm coming inside to see what this house is like. Okay, it's a very interesting house, but my friend is here. From the looks of it, he's going up there. I don't know why he's doing that, but this house of mine is very beautiful. Now he wants to enter my house, but I'm not going to let you in. You're not welcome here. He's trying to come and he can't. But guys, I'm going to follow him, especially because there's a cool thing I want to show you. There's something you can do in this game that in Brookhaven you can't. If I get here in the front, I can buy a real gun. And now let's escape from the police. So much so that there's a police officer coming here, and this isn't very good. Maybe now we're going to be chased, and he probably wants to arrest me. I'm having to escape from here. I really can't be arrested at all, so I'm going to have to run away. Now I'm escaping up ahead, and I literally managed to escape the police officer. He said, this game deserves the highest grade, and I agree with you. I'm going to leave this game at the highest grade. This one really deserves to stay here. But now I received a notification, and they called a helicopter to chase me. So much so that there's already a player following me. But when there's a helicopter following me, that's horrible, because all the police officers are going to come after us. He said, what does that mean? And that means this is my end. So much so that I'm escaping up ahead, and now up here there's a helicopter. Okay, we have to get out of here now. There's already a player waiting for me here for some reason, and now I'm coming up front. I'm simply being followed by the police officer, and I have to escape from here now. This is one of my favorite versions of Brookhaven, because everything here works very well, and we have to switch games now before I'm arrested. So you're going to have to leave the game and simply follow me. Besides police officers following me, there are also firefighters following me. There are a lot of people following me. So I'm in the next game. This is Life Together. It's a very interesting game. My friend is here in front, and it looks like he's choosing a vehicle. Okay, this car is really cool. I want to see if he knows how to drive this. So get in the car. He just has to drive this properly. Okay, he's really doing very well, but he hit the pole. And that was weird. Guys, I said that my friend knows how to drive the car, but actually he's driving very badly. He's not even driving this well. And there's a player who has a sword back there. I don't know what he's doing, but you'd better run away from here because he's crazy. Suddenly he's holding a gun and he's coming here after us. Okay, you'd better escape from here. This player is completely crazy. He said, this car doesn't accelerate, so you just have to accelerate a little more. So much so that you can see there's a plane up there. But I'm going to get out of the car, and on the right I choose everything I want through the phone. I can, for example, take a photo. In fact, my friend showed up back here, but he's very weird. I don't know what happened to him. Seriously, you were very weird. Now on the right, I'm going to send this photo to all the players who are here on the server. They will all receive a photo of my friend. Okay, I send it. And this game is very cool because you can send photos to the players. Now he picked up the phone too, and it looks like he's taking a photo. Okay, I can see that I received a message. He just sent a photo to me. But in this photo, I'm normal. Now I'm going to choose a vehicle. So much so that I got this Lamborghini. And if my friend wants, he can come here. We both have to get different houses. In fact, up here, there are 3 buttons. With this button, I increase the speed. And on the right, I can also change some things, like the color of the car. But now I'm coming up front to get a house. And this game looks a lot like Brookhaven. It's the game most similar similar to Brookhaven so far. I can choose several different houses on the right, but I'm going to want this house. And my friend has to come here. But while he's going inside, I'm going to take this car of mine, and I'm going to leave it here in the garage. Especially because I probably have to leave this here. Okay, the car is right in this part, and this game is really very cool. Now I'm coming here to the house. My friend is going there to the bedroom, but you can see that in this part we have the backyard of the house. It's a very interesting backyard. So now he's coming here to the house, and the houses in this game are better than many Brookhaven houses. Here I can, for example, open doors, and everything here is very beautiful. There are several animations you can use when sitting in the chair. In this animation, you can see that I'm very tired. Here I'm resting, and here I'm thinking. This is one of the best versions of Brookhaven. But now I'm coming here to sleep. I want to see what my bedroom is like. If the bedroom is very good, I'm going to give a very high grade to this game. So now I think I'm going to have to go down here, and it looks like this is the bedroom. And my friend is sleeping. I don't know what he's doing sleeping here, but it's a very different bedroom indeed. In fact, I can close the curtain, or I can even open this. This game deserves a very high grade. So I want my friend to say the grade of this game. It's you who are going to decide what grade this game deserves. He said, this one deserves a very high grade, but first let's go to the airport. Wait, that's true! For those of you who don't know, at the airport, you can really go flying. So let's go there now! And for that, I'm going to have to leave the house. Now we're coming up front, because here in the city there's a real airport. There are even churches, and there are also very short people. This is the shortest person of all. But now I'm coming here to the airport. Literally, there's an airport. And I don't know how my friend knows this. I just know that now I'm arriving here. I'm going to leave my car parked right in this part. And now let's fly with the plane. I really want to see what it's like to fly with a plane in this game. It's surely going to be really cool. First, we have to choose here on the right, the place that we want to go. I want to go to the resort because it looks really cool indeed. Okay, now I'm coming here. And my friend is coming too. So much so that I'm following him, and we have to take off now. Now we're going up here on this escalator, and we're going to have to wait for the plane to arrive here. You can see that the plane is going to take off in 83 seconds. But this isn't the flight that I should go on. On the right, you can see that my flight is a resort called Ski. And the name of the place this plane is going to isn't the place that I should go. He said, don't you want to go to this island anyway? I want to go to the island that I bought the ticket for, because it's surely going to be really cool. So I'm sitting waiting for time to pass, and you can see that the plane just took off. Literally, it's flying very far away, and one day the two of us are going to be there literally flying. So much so that our flight has just arrived. So let's go! My friend and I have to go on this one, especially because the plane is going to take off soon. So much so that now we're getting on the plane. Okay, let's select a seat, and I want to stay in the VIP area, but unfortunately I have to pay. Look, I don't want to pay that, but I recommend you stay by the window to see the plane taking off. Guys, I'm going to stay right here. This will really be a unique experience. And you can see that he's here in front. He's literally looking at me. But look at the window. Enjoy this very beautiful view, because in exactly 17 seconds the plane is going to take off. I'm going to send a photo to everyone. So much so that I'm sending this photo to all the players. They'll all see me taking off. Okay, the window is closed, and I don't know why that happened, but I want to open this window. In fact, the window on the other side is open, so I'm seeing that. Now I'm coming up front, and I received several photos here on the phone. This player sent this photo, and this other player sent this photo, and he's that player I saw before. But now we're taking off for real right here and this is amazing. Okay, we just arrived from the trip, and I thought the place we were going to arrive at was basically a desert, but it looks like actually it's very cold. He said, did you buy tickets to Alaska? And I know that. It's really very cold, and this is the coldest place I've ever been. But this game deserves a very high grade, because it's very good. But there are more games that I want to test. I just didn't understand why we're like this. We're really very ugly. So now I'm coming up front, and this is Berry Avenue, which is a game similar to Brookhaven, and it has 24,000 people playing. My friend didn't even want to change his avatar, but you can see that there are 3 types of houses. There are normal houses, there are apartments, and there are also mansions. Let's test all 3 to see which one of them is better, and also to decide if this game is better than Brookhaven. I'm going to get a house right here, and I just got the first house. Even my friend arrived here, and we have to see all this. This really looks amazing. It's a more realistic version of Brookhaven, and he's entering my house without permission, and I can't ban him from my house. It's literally impossible to ban players, but he's going in there, so I want to see the bedrooms. Okay, I'm going upstairs. This is really amazing. I can sleep, and there are several really cool animations for sleeping. It's like a Brookhaven, but well made. Now I'm getting up from my bed, and there are many animations that Brookhaven doesn't have. If I want to sit on this sofa, there are animations too. Okay, this game is on the list of the best I've ever played so far here in the video. Now I want an apartment. Okay, I was teleported here, and I don't know what I should possibly do. So I went to the top floor. Guys, both of us are here, but I'm not going to buy this game pass. There's literally an airport, and I don't know how my friend knows this. He said, you don't don't even have Robux to buy that. Actually, it's because I really don't want to buy the game pass. And I'm going to get an apartment here. So much so that now I'm going inside. And this is amazing. I really have a simply amazing view where I can see the whole city. In fact, my friend even arrived here and I just wanted him to change his avatar because you're really very ugly. Now I want to watch television. I want to see what kind of thing is on television. And my friend is coming here too, but he's going to turn on the television. Okay, there are real TV channels. Seriously, this is really very cool. It's something that should exist in Brookhaven. But to get a mansion, it's paid. I want to know what grade he gives for this game. He said, let's see the cars first. And that's true. I had forgotten. On the right, you can see there are several very beautiful cars. Okay, I got this car, and now I'm going to sit here. The cars are actually pretty cool. Now I'm coming up front, and I can leave the car like this, or I can leave it like this, especially because this car is a convertible. Look, I think this game deserves a very high grade, because it's better than it looks. Now I'm coming up front, and the city is simply amazing. It's like an alternative version of Brookhaven, so this one deserves a very high grade. I'm going to leave it exactly here. This game is really amazing. Okay, I'm entering a very suspicious game. Guys, this one is simply Brookhaven. It's a weird version of Brookhaven. Now my friend is arriving here, but he's completely bugged. So I'm coming here, and he took this car, but I'm going to steal it. Okay, now this car is mine, and now I'm coming up front. But this is literally a copy of Brookhaven. Look, how did you find this game? I even lost control of the car, and I can't stop accelerating. Seriously, this is very weird. So I just got out of the car, and I literally went flying. My friend really just found the worst game of all, but I don't want to keep playing this. I only know that he ended up passing by here, because the game is really very laggy. Simply everything is very weird. But there's an airport, and I don't know how my friend knows that. He said, this is the first game that's going to receive the worst grade. Wait, but first we have to see the cars. These are the cars that the game has, and they're actually quite interesting. But I can't scroll the list to get the other cars that are down there, and I can't get houses. Guys, this game is so badly made that everyone is completely stuck. So this doesn't deserve to enter the tier list. It won't even appear on this list. Now I'm in this other game. I'm coming here to pick up my friend, especially because he's right here in front. Okay, I'm arriving right here, and he can get in my car if he wants. He said, this is the best copy of Brookhaven. Wait, but this game released before Brookhaven, so it's impossible for this to be a copy. But now I'm arriving here at my house for him to see this. This is my Bloxburg house, and you can see that this looks amazing. Now even he's coming here to see this. Let me open this door, so he can see everything that's in here. And this house of mine is perfect. But he's going over there in front to see what's in the pool. But if I want, I can watch television, and I want to see if something real appears. This TV channel that's on is really very interesting. And my friend is here at the beach. He's really enjoying life, and he accidentally bugged this chair. Now we're coming here. So much so that I'm going to open this garage. And now let's get my car, because we have to see if this game deserves the highest grade. So now he's here, and I'm coming up front. In fact, he's seeing all this. This game really has a lot. I think this one deserves the highest grade. We even have the theater, and this is an improved version of Brookhaven that even has a beach. So I want to get to the beach here, but first I have to find a parking lot, because if I leave it outside the parking lot, my car will be impounded. He said, is that true? Yes, I'm not kidding. My car is going to be impounded. I just don't know where I'm going to leave this car of mine. If I leave it here, I think there are no problems. Actually, it's going to be towed. Okay, let's get this car out of here, because I don't want this to be towed at all. So I'm going to leave the car right here. This is a place where I can park. And now let's go to the beach. And I think this game deserves the highest grade. For now, I'm going to leave it here. But if I change my mind, I'll put it up there. Now we're here at the beach, and my friend is swimming. Seriously, this game is really cool. But now I'm going to sit here to enjoy life. I can also do this in Brookhaven, but it's a little different. I have to get right to this beach and just stay seated here. Then I can stay at the beach as if it were Bloxburg. There's a sandcastle here, and I can kick it and simply break everything. Now my friend is rebuilding this sandcastle. This is really very cool. So much so that he kicked it. Look, you destroyed everything. But now I'm rebuilding it, and I'm sure he's going to kick it. And he really kicked it. And that was weird. But I'm coming up front to see what else I can do. I just grabbed this bucket of sand, but I can't do anything. I'm getting some food here, and I'm going to want water. And in this game, you really have to eat, which is something I don't need to do in Brookhaven. I think this is the most realistic Brookhaven, because in this game you have to eat, you have to sleep, and much more. So I think this game deserves the highest grade, because it's really very good. Now my friend arrived here, and he has to send me the tier list he made. The list of games that I made was very fair, and it's probably one of the best of all. 3 games got the highest grade, and 2 games got this grade that is also very good. But this friend of mine just sent this photo, and I'm seeing this, and he simply made the worst game list possible. He left all the games at the worst possible grade, and left only Brookhaven at the best grade. I don't think what you did was fair. There are games that were really very good, and he said Brookhaven is the best game in the world, and now he ended up leaving here. Okay, I don't know what that was that he did. I only know that he was really weird. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the member button. That I'll add you on Roblox.